Hey guys, I'm finally back and I have gotten the whole YouTube situation under control, so it's great to finally be back, and as promised I will be doing my Q&A video today with just some random gameplay in the background. These questions were all pulled from my last video, with a couple at the end that are kind of questions that I frequently get throughout all of my videos. But let's just jump right into it. We're starting out with Eli Carbayal, and his question is, what about your other channel? Are you still going to post more videos there? And he is referencing my Let's Play channel, and currently that channel is kind of just like a side project for whenever I decide to stream single player games on my Twitch channel, and I upload the gameplay from the stream onto that channel. I don't have too many plans with making it a frequent, like day-to-day upload, but again, it's mostly just whenever I have time from not making videos on this channel and time from not playing, say, Trove or any other game that my viewers want me to play on my stream. It's whenever I get time for a single player game, and I do expect to go back to Witcher 3, which is currently what I have on there. I uploaded a couple from that game, and hopefully that can be soon, but yeah, it's kind of just a side project that I'm currently doing. Up next we have Cole Hacks Minecraft, and he asks, what is /r the best class is for farming Flux and Glim? My Neon Ninja can't survive, but can fight, and my Tomb Raider is pretty hard to kill so far. Plus it can really lifesteal to the fullest with Banshee's Boon. And you did kind of answer yourself in that question. The best classes to farm are kind of what you find the most fun and that you can survive with the easiest. If you're dying a lot on your Neon Ninja, you're kind of having a lot of downtime, going back to your Cornerstone for more flasks, or running back from a res. So my personal suggestion is to just play something that you have fun with, because you are going to be spending a lot of time farming, and something that you can survive while dealing the most damage out. If you want to see my personal favorites, you can check out my top 5 classes in Trove video, and that's basically my recommendation. Next up we have Alejandro Martinez, and he asks, is there a faster way to get fairy dust excluding fighting, dungeons, or trading? If those are all the choices, then which one is the best one? And currently those are the only choices you have. You only get fairy dust from doing a dungeon. You get a guaranteed 1 or 2, I forget how many, but you get guaranteed amount from the chests that you break, and also they come from the monsters in the Fey Wilds. So basically you take all of those and kind of combine them. What I do is I go dungeon to dungeon, killing everything in between, even in the open world, and that is how I farm, say, 500 every 6 hours. That's my current best way to do it. Up next we have Chen, and he asks, how long have you been playing Trove, and did you expect the popularity of the game to skyrocket once it was released on Steam? For the first part, I played Trove since day 1 alpha, which was 2014, so I'm thinking, I don't remember 100%, but I think it's been about a year since I've been playing Trove, and the popularity, that I did expect a little bit of a boost. Steam always brings boosts to games, and what I didn't expect was how big of a boost. It went from going 2,000 to 4,000 members at peak before it was released to up to 60,000 to 80,000 now on Steam. So honestly, I did not expect that big of a boost. That was pretty crazy. Up next we have Step DJ, and he asks, what do you think it is best to spend your Cupids on? Because I really don't know and don't want to waste them. So currently, the best ways, I'll also kind of be going over these in my mastery guide coming out tomorrow, but for this video, classes are number 1, second will be flasks and emblems, and those are pretty much the essentials to spend them on, at least for the class that you're currently playing, because number 1, getting classes is going to up your gameplay value of the game by a ton. It also unlocks the ability to figure out which class is your favorite. Also, the flasks and emblems, you want to get the flask that is going to suit your class. So say you play a Neon Ninja, you're going to want the Bandolier, I think it's called, the one that has 20 flask charges, because that's going to benefit the class the most. And then you're going to want to get the emblems to enhance that for at least your one class. You don't have to buy every flask and every emblem, because I know there's a ton of them and it will take forever. So as long as you get them for your favorite class, that should be fine. And after that, it's pretty much up to you. You can either get mounts, you can finish up the emblems and flasks if you want mastery easier, you can get the signs. It's really up to you. And yeah, that's my recommendation for the Cupids. Next up we have John Magnetti, and he says, "You're awesome," and are you going to play any other games on this channel? I currently do actually play other games on this channel. I don't upload them as frequently because Trove is kind of the main thing, and I have to be online for Trove every day to make guides every day anyways, so it's kind of easy to just make the Let's Play video before I do a guide. It kind of gets me warmed up for the guide. But I do upload other games. I uploaded starting out with Destiny, and then I went to Shadow of Mordor, WoW, Diablo 3, and currently I kind of switch back and forth between Trove and Ark the most, but I also include Adventure Capitalists and Clicker Heroes in there every once in a while. So it's kind of just whatever I feel like playing for the day. If I don't have a guide that I need to make for Trove, I'll probably play a different game and then I'll upload that game. So it's kind of just whatever I'm playing, whenever I'm playing it. It's not like a set thing, but I do plan on including a lot more games to this channel. Up next we have Zanin Garrity, and he asks, what does it take to be an officer in the club? And the answer to that isn't really a set in stone answer, because it's kind of the participation you make inside the club, how helpful you are to the members. I currently have 2 officers. One of them has been watching my stream for a while now. It's been like a month. The other one I haven't known that long, but in that little time he spent a lot of time helping out other players. We had a mishap where the Sky Realm portal was actually stolen because I forgot to make the hub the officer only zone, and the first portal he spent 1k infinium to make with us because I spent the 4k on all the other portals and stuff. And then for the second portal he gave me another 600 or something infinium, and then he was helping out with all the other things and helping other people build. So that's kind of how I go about it, is kind of just when I see you helping other people, when I see you participating in the club, I will decide if I want to make you an officer or not. It's kind of just not something that I can say you need to do to be an officer. Up next we have a question that I get asked all the time in almost every single one of my videos, and that is from Sander Pearson, and he says, what's your in-game name? Now, my in-game name is Underrated, to answer the question, and to kind of back it up, I am going to try and maybe post when you can start hearing, I don't know if you guys hear it all the time, but the last 15 seconds before I cut to the end card, I do include some music to lead up to the end card. And I think for those 15 seconds, I am going to put in the top left corner or top right, wherever I feel like it, I'm going to put IGN Underrated. So when people watch the end of my video, they can see my in-game name, and hopefully that'll help out a lot of people figuring it out. I know I'm still going to get asked because not everyone watches to the end, but for the most part, I hope that helps out. Up next, we have ZYX, and he says, how to see your FPS in-game. Currently, because I know it was up in all my old videos because that was before they took it out, but now you have to type in your chat /debug text, all one word, and it will bring up that little UI in the top left, and that's how you get it back. So for the last couple, I am going to take them from other videos. Currently, the most frequent questions I get are from my Flex video, because that is my most popular. So up first we have the 11AJB, and he asks, how do you get Flux from fishing? I only know of putting the fish you catch into Loot Collector for Glim. And I also have another question that kind of goes in the same category with Zaid Shadow, and he says, yo, really cool video, but there is one thing I don't understand. What do you do after you get all the ores? Do you deconstruct them or something? And both of them are going to come into this answer, and the answer is to trade them. The only way you can really make Flux in this game is by trading. So to get there, if you don't know, you can either go into your options, and there will be a join trade chat in one of the tabs, or you can just type /join trade, 2 separate words, in your chat, and you can join the trade chat, and you can get prices from there. You say PC for price check and your item, people will respond, and then you can start selling for that price. Make sure not to get trolled too much, but that is the best way to do it. And now for the last question, I'm kind of gonna cut this video short because it is getting 10 minutes long, and I don't want to go too long with this one, so we're gonna go with Sandwalker97, and he asked, could you do a video of the different level shadow rings and the price ranges on them? And I'm answering this one more of in a general sense, in that people ask me all the time to do a price or a trading video, and that is the one video that I have sadly said that I will never make, just because you can't really make a price video or a trading video, if you want to keep your sanity. The reason for that is because, as you can tell from my Flux video, that video is only 2 months old, and those prices are severely outdated. The prices from them are actually a lot higher, so I guess I could rename that video to like 6k Flux an hour. I don't know if it's that much, but it's kind of just showing my point. The prices change too frequently to make a video on prices. The video would get outdated very quickly depending on what they change. All they did was add challenges, and that made everything in the game jump up in price. Everyone from Steam kind of putting a lot of Flux into the economy kind of normalize it a little bit, and just all these different factors make it so that I can never make that video if I don't want everyone complaining about it, and just yeah, it's not a great video to make. So the answer is sadly no, I will never do a video on prices or trading. But again, that's gonna be it for this video. I did kind of want to keep it to 10 to 15 minutes. I didn't want to go too long. I can always do another Q&A. I mean, we are growing very quickly, so I could probably do a 5k one within the next 2 months, I would say, at the rate we're going. So yeah, I hope this was the video that you guys are looking for. Again, I am back now. I am doing a mastery guide tomorrow, which is probably the most requested guide I have ever received. And yeah, I'll see you guys.